Welcome to Sober Barkeep. I'm Brian Anderson, coming to you from Anderson's Guitar Bar here in lovely League City, Texas. All right, tonight we're going to take a look at the second of the new Lyre's tequila style non-alcoholics. This is their Agave Reserva Spirit. Now, we've kind of gone over this before, but tequila comes in three basic flavors. You got the you got the white or the non-aged. It's typically used in margaritas. You've got the añejo, which is on the other end of the spectrum, which is aged for a long time in barrels. And then you got reposado, which is slightly aged for short periods of time in barrels, and it tends to pull a little bit more smokiness out of it. Although tequila and agave generally has kind of a smokiness to it anyway, just naturally. But the charred barrel, you kind of get some of that with it. And it's used a lot in premium mixed drinks. Añejos are typically something that you sip on. And then the white or the silver is something that's, or Blanco, is something that's almost always used in mixed drinks and frequently used in margaritas. This is the Reserva, which appears to be, just by the color, because it's very lightly, kind of a light straw color, like a reposado. So let's take a look at this and see what they've done with it. And if you haven't noticed, if you bought this, Lyre's has updated their bottles. It's kind of cool. You can't really see it real well in the video here, but it's kind of a neat bottle. So when you pour it, it does have that kind of straw color to it a little bit. And I did a healthy pour there, and you'll see why here in a minute. Again, the reposados are typically used sometimes for sipping, but almost not exclusively, but a lot of times for very high-end. And we're gonna be using this for some drinks of the week coming up here pretty soon. When you take a smell of it, it's got a very interesting smell. It doesn't have the deep tequila smell to it, but it's got a smell to it that almost smells alcoholic. It's really kind of weird. It's got a smell that's more astringent and a stronger smell to it. And it's not. It doesn't really fill your nasal cavities with the fumes like you would have from a true alcoholic. But it's got kind of a sense to that that's a little different than what we've seen in the past. You do pick up the agave in there a little bit, but not a ton of smokiness. When you take a sip of this, however, and take a sip, this almost takes your breath away. It is extremely, it's powerful. It burns. It burns in the mouth. It burns down the throat. And it's not a strong peppery burn, although there's some of that there. It's got a very interesting mouthfeel. It's a little thin, but not bad. And it's just, one of the things that I've missed with some of the non-alcoholics is when you breathe in and you breathe back out when you drink a pure alcohol drink, especially when you're drinking it neat. That's part of the drinking process. The breathing part of it brings different flavors in and out of your mouth and through your nasal cavities to really appreciate the expression. This is a very complex. You've got the agave in there. You've got smoke. I mean, it's just you got heat. You got a little floral, which what a lot of the higher end tequilas have. Some of the floral notes in there, not like a gin floral, but just a little more, I don't know, cactus floral kind of thing. And this is just amazing. I have sat around and sipped on this, and that's the way I'm drinking it tonight. I will mix this in some upcoming cocktails, and we'll be sharing them drink of the week. But I'll tell you right now, the way I'm drinking this and the way I'm going to drink a lot more of this is just neat. Because you can take a sip of this and it's still burning. There is a long lingering aftertaste on this thing. This is the closest thing to a reposado that I've seen so far. Hands down, fantastic. There's other great tequilas out there on the market. This one kind of fills a niche that the other ones haven't filled yet. And it's just absolutely amazing. This is a 5 all the way around. And this is really one of the first true where I have sat and sipped it over and over again, and just because that's the way I used to drink my alcohol. Was neat. I liked it that way. I like that strong, powerful flavor. I liked the breathing in and out, the long lingering aftertaste, and this has got all of that. Guys at Lyre's, you knocked it out of the park with this one. The Blanco was great. It's great for what it's there for, which is mixing margaritas. Makes fantastic, just killer margarita, and it nails what it's after. This one kind of goes a step beyond even what I was expecting with this, because Reposados don't often have this style of, and you know, again, this is a niche that I like. I like the very strong. I like to sip on this very strong stuff, and this to me is one of the more powerful, straight up neat, non-alcoholic spirits that's out there. It's just absolutely incredible. It's Lyre's from Sober Barkeep, Agave Reserva spirit. This is absolutely fantastic. From Sober Barkeep, live well and drink smart.